It started out in the boondocks of the Deep South, wild hillbilly car chases as the moonshiners tried to outrun the cops. Now it's almost respectable, America's most popular sport. NASCAR racing is very fast, very loud and very, very lucrative. And then there are the pile-ups that turn the tracks into war zones. It's so tough, so competitive that no Australian has ever managed to crack the NASCAR circuit. Then along came the Tassie Devil. Young Marcus Ambrose, the touring car champ who shocked his Aussie fans by packing up and moving to the States, where he's beating the Yanks at their own game. It's a bone-shaking, ear-splitting, adrenaline-charged contest of man and machine. American NASCAR racing, the fastest, richest, most popular sport on four wheels.
Not going fast enough!
Oh, buddy!
Think Australian V8 supercars on steroids.
Oh, we got trouble right here. Clint Collier gets into the back of David Ray. Mixing it up down in the pits there.
And out of this crucible has emerged a Tasmanian devil, Marcus Ambrose.
By Ambrose! Who goes back on him?
So all's fair in NASCAR
All's
racing?
fair in love and war, and it's Rubbins racing, you know. You get fender damage where we run into each other and you can bump them, and yeah, it is just war out there.
Here they celebrate victories in smoke and style. Many NASCAR drivers never get to experience the winner's podium, so Marcus Ambrose was emphatically announcing the arrival of the driver from down under.
You're the greatest! Man, you make me feel so good. You know that? Thanks, man.
I feel like I'm cemented in this sport as well as any other driver is right now. So I feel like I've made it. I'm here, I'm in the middle of it, in the thick of it, and I've worked really hard to try and get the respect of my fellow competitors because they had to learn me from scratch.
Marcus is in the top 35 right now, and he's overcome everything. I'm congratulating him.
What do you think of him?
He's the nicest person we know from Australia.
I'm the only one
He's
from Australia.
He's humble, and that's what us Americans like. He's a good guy.
Does he drive well?
He's one of the best.
Oh, say, can you see?
Today we're at the Miami Homestead Speedway, where these NASCAR road warriors are all American heroes. But after 100 starts, Marcus is right at home here.
Do you remember what it was like, your first NASCAR race?
Yeah, I do. It's pretty intense. My first big speedway race like this track here, I had guys on each side of the car, in front and the back, and they're all touching me at like 300 kilometres an hour. And I'm thinking, if I want to get out of this, I can't. I'm stuck. So I just sailed off into the first corner and live with it.
There goes the cheer for you.
Yeah.
So it's not just driving at 300 kilometres an hour turning left.
No, it's a game of chess at 330 kilometres an hour. It really is. It's just a game of cat and mouse, you know. You've got to put yourself in good positions. You've got to stop yourself getting in bad spots in the racetrack to keep momentum up and stop getting crashed out.
Got my feet, Daddy.
Got your feet?
It might be a macho world on the track, but it's the girls in his life that Marcus really races for.
Oh, look at you.
Daughters Adelaide and Tabitha, and wife Sonia, his childhood sweetheart and greatest ally.
I'm not that worried about him on the racetrack at all, really. I just feel confident that he's out there, he can do the best he can, and I'm really excited for him when he's doing well. I'm really, really excited, and honestly, I think sometimes I'm just more worried about him going out the backyard with a power tool or something like that, honestly.
Thanks.
No wonder Sonia's so relaxed about speed. Marcus has been racing for as long as she's known him. Even as a teenager, he was Australian go-kart champion.
I love racing cars and the whole go-kart thing, and I just twist my dad's arm to, buy me my first race car and help us go racing. And he said, okay, we'll do it for 12 months and just enjoy it for what it was, and then we'll get back to life. And I've never got back there.
Fantastic way to end the year, mate.
When he won the 2003 and 2004 Australian V8 Supercar Championships, Marcus Ambrose stamped himself as the best driver in the land.
Marcus Ambrose, winner of the Big Pond Grand Finale!
But he was far from finished.
Things were looking pretty good. I could have bought a boat and hung out in the Gold Coast and raced 14 times a year, whatever it was. But you know what? It's just not what makes me. I just want the challenge. And I just decided that I'd had enough of the Australian racing because I'd felt like I'd accomplished everything that I wanted to do.
So 3 years ago, he took the huge risk of moving to Charlotte, North Carolina to crack NASCAR racing.
It may not be as elite as Formula One, but it's got the most cars, it's got the most budgets, got the most sponsors, and it's got the most fans. So it's as big as it gets. If you're a race car driver, really NASCAR is where you got to come to.
But for Marcus to make his mark in NASCAR, he had to quickly learn how to drive on banked oval tracks, where most of the races are run. Mastering them is a completely different driving experience to Aussie touring car.
I'm starting to feel giddy.
You want to go in?
You get like that, don't you? It's like, whoa.
Yeah. You want to go faster?
We can go faster?
Yeah, we've got another gear left, I think.
Marcus took me for a spin around his home track in Charlotte.
Jesus. Don't lose it, mate. It's not a NASCAR.
And he revealed some of the more devious tactics you need out here.
But one thing the average person doesn't realise, you can force the guy in front of you to spin out if you position your car around his vehicle the wrong way. You take the air off his rear spoiler and you'll spin him out. So you're always trying to get the other guy, upset, so he doesn't want to get back to the accelerator pedal, and then you'll scoot around him. So it's really a game of cat and mouse.
Oh! 1-2 and the points come together now, turn 4.
Rivalry's a legend. There's no quarter asked and none given. Watch what happened 2 years ago to Marcus, just laps from victory. Deliberately crashed out of contention by American star Robbie Gordon.
There it is. Couldn't see that coming, could you?
Is that in the memory bank? Robbie Gordon may meet you?
Oh yeah, it's definitely there, and when the timing's right. Like they say, I'm a snake in the long grass. I'm just waiting.
And Robbie will get the bite, eh?
Well, I won't give him any slack. If we get ourselves in a winning position and there's 2 or 3 laps to go and he's in front, I mean, he better watch out.
Hey, Robbie, we're from 60 Minutes Australia. What do you think of the Aussie Marcus Ambrose?
Marcus who?
Ambrose.
What's he do?
He drives. He races hard against you.
Huh? Isn't he Tasmanian?
So it's just good to chill out sometimes and come back to something like this where you can really just forget about all that.
Let's just stop. Listen. No engines, nothing.
Couple of crickets, maybe.
This is where Marcus retreats to get away from the intensity of the track. The state of North Carolina is not only the birthplace of NASCAR racing, but also where gold was discovered in North America. Marcus comes to these backwater creeks to indulge his hobby, gold panning.
There's no glamour down here, just hard work. Yeah, I see some. It's not enough to buy fuel for the way home, but there's some in there.
So out of all that gravel and debris, you've got some gold.
Yep. I mean, it's pretty cool to find something like this because you know that no one else has ever found it, otherwise would have kept it.
There you go. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
There's still gold in them hills, but these days there's a lot more of it on the NASCAR racetracks.
The top guys are at top of the pile, and I'm still getting there, so I don't expect to be anywhere near them, but they earn in the tens of millions if they win championships.
That much?
Yeah, they're flying around in Learjets. I call it the 2/10 rule. I'm 2/10 away a lap from buying my own jet. Unfortunately, those 2/10 are really hard to find, and it's the difference between first and 31st.
0.2 of a second?
Yeah, it's really tight out there. I mean, half a second in qualifying will send you home. You won't even get to race if you're half a second off the pole.
You're in there, you're ready to go, and the adrenaline's pumping. You've got to be on the game, and there's nothing better than that. And that's what I wake up for every day, is for that feeling and that sensation when I strap in the race car.
Hello, I'm Amelia Adams. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for our brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minute segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.